Yo, we up here at the top of Mount Kaala on the island of Oahu with Mike.
Living the dream.
And we're talking about diet a little bit. So some of y'all have been asking me about what I eat, what my diet is. We're going to talk a little bit about diet philosophy. And yeah, if that sounds interesting to you, then make sure to stick around. If you stick around with me, we got a little ways to go, but we're coming up in an amazing view. And you're going to have a new perspective, a new way of thinking about what you eat. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure to stick around and hit the thumbs up. So what we're talking about is sort of variety. So we're going to get to the name and the concept, but what both of us are interested in, and particularly if you like see me, what I eat, I'm interested in eating a lot of different kinds of foods. So my meals, an example of like an ideal meal would be, the goal is to eat a bunch of different things because we go back to hunter-gatherers are eating a bunch of different kinds of things, right? They're moving, it's seasonal, they're not eating just one thing. So if you're eating just like six of the same things, that's a problem no matter how high quality those things are. And one of the reasons is because of your gut biome, diversity and variety. This is sort of a theory and a philosophy, but it's also what I do. I think I have reasonable results. And this is also how Mike is going to get fit. So
Yep.
there's going to be a transformation from Mike that you're going to get to see. But let me give you an example of a meal. Would be, or in a day, I'm going to have a smoothie in that day. The smoothie is going to have a variety of fruits. It's going to have banana, 3 kinds of berries. It's going to have
Greens.
it's going to have green, couple different kinds of greens. I'm going to put in a bunch of different powders, like 6 kinds of mushrooms. I'm going to put in it's a truck over there. I think that's fine. We can go around the outside for the view. Let's just post up over here while we do this video. And then if you want to see pictures, go to my Instagram. There will be pictures from the hike. We're at the top of the highest point on Oahu. Okay, so all kinds of different greens. There might be like 6 different kinds of mushrooms. There'll be a super greens mix, which has like 30 different things in it. There'll be a, honey. There'll be peanut butter. There'll be, I'll like have a tea, and the tea has like all kinds of different things in it. And I might have a scramble, and the scramble will have eggs. It'll have like garlic, onions, peppers, potato, sweet potato, onion, maybe maybe like a leek, maybe some kind of meat I'll have. I could have a salad green on the side, and the salad green that we grow, it's got like 10 different kinds of greens. It's got red Russian kale, it's got tatsoi, it's got amaranth, red amaranth, it's got ruby streaks, it's got garnet, different kind of mustard greens, mizuna, purple kale, so another like 10, 12 kinds of foods there. And then I might have some side salads that have like cucumber, tomato, turnip, radish, jicama, eggplant. Here, let's do this. My shirt's all ratty. And yeah, I mean, you can see I'm healthy, right? This is the sort of, and Mike's gonna come back with a transformation. So
Gonna get jacked.
the idea is eat a bunch of different stuff, and what we're talking about is how's a catchy way to describe the diet? We calling it the 180 diet.
The 180 diet.
So
turn your life around.
Yeah, so you're trying to eat 180 different kinds of foods. It could be in a year, it could be in every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So you were saying hunter-gatherers, there's evidence they eat like 120 different kinds of foods a week.
Yes. And I think that's different plants per week. Even if it was just a bite of a different plant. And they have some of the healthiest gut biomes, if not the healthiest gut biomes ever.
Yeah, I mean, they would die of a lion eating them, or they die of starvation, or they die of disease, but generally their teeth weren't rotting out.
Nope.
They had certain advantages. Hunter-gatherers, if you look at the skeletal record, were bigger and stronger than initial agricultural farmers because, farmers, especially when
There's
they start.
drought. There's other problems with agriculture.
Even when
that
it's going
happen at the
well.
beginning. Yeah,
Sorry to talk over you.
it's all good.
The farmers eat like one food. Is
Yeah.
the thing. They grow rice. They eat rice.
They grow
Right.
corn.
They eat corn.
We got maize.
Yeah, exactly. So 127 is that number, but 180 is, it's a cool idea. It's like you eat 180 foods, you're going to turn your life around. And if you could just imagine trying to eat 180 different kinds of foods, the challenge of that, if you're gonna, like, how do you even do that? Because sometimes I'll make a list of all the foods I eat, and like a really impressive meal might have like 40 different foods. It's like, how do you get to 180? Well, you have to try a bunch of new things.
You have to pay attention.
You have to pay attention. You're going to be doing research. You're going to be learning how to cook and prepare things. You're going to be learning about new things. You're going to be going to different places to buy your food or different places to eat. And along the way, you're going to learn a whole lot. And even if you fail on eating 180 different kinds of foods, you will turn your life around by focusing on your food and focusing on what you eat. So for instance, with Mike, even now you're a strong runner.
Yeah.
And you have an active lifestyle. The problem is,
I put on some weight from COVID.
yeah, but it's what you're eating, right?
I'm eating too much.
Are you eating too much, or is it also you're eating the quality or the variety isn't there?
The variety's not there so much. That's sort of where this idea came from. And I know that a healthy gut biome, there's something like 3 pounds of bacteria in your gut, which is a big neural network. Your brain is about 3 pounds too. We know that your gut has a lot to do with your mood.
For sure.
And other parts of your immune system. Immune system's important these days.
A lot of thoughts come from your gut.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, this is just an idea we're throwing out right now. Maybe we'll come back later with some results or some sharing of the journey and the voyage of trying to eat a bunch of different kinds of food. I post it on my Instagram periodically, which is Travis D. Wu, by the way. Is there anywhere people can find you?
At the moment, no.
Do you want people to be able to find you?
Soon, I'll make an Instagram. 180 diet.
Okay, 180. Follow Mike at 180 diet. By the time you,
we'll make it at the end of this at lunch
after.
Today.
By the time, join in. Maybe we'll start a little community too, but we'll do that for now. And share your experiences down below. Definitely, I think that the principle is sound, because also when you're eating 180 different kinds of food, you're not eating like, okay, graham crackers, Twinkies, hot donuts, that's 4, sodas 5. I had 3 different kinds of sodas, 7. Right, we're talking 180 different kinds of whole food.
It's like there's a lot of ingredients in crappy food.
Yeah,
it's like that's not what we're talking about, though.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the powdered superfoods get a pass. But I mean, even then, the idea is it's not just eating 180 different kinds of food, but they're whole foods.
Yeah, whole non-processed foods.
You have eggs, you have steak, you have one kind of fish, you have 6 kinds of salad greens. It doesn't need to be raw. It doesn't need to be organic. It doesn't need to be vegan. It's just trying to eat a bunch of different stuff.
Yep.
That's ideally is fresh. Ideally, it's high quality.
Yep.
And see what happens. And that's basically what I do. Part of the interesting discussion here is, how do you actually do that? Like, for an average person, how do you do that? In my case, something that makes it possible for me.
Keeping notes?
Well, so here's some ideas. There's 3 things that make it so I can actually eat probably not 180 foods, but a lot. One is this, you're not going to copy this, but just some ideas to get started. I work on an organic farm. We grow a bunch of different stuff. The organic farm is also a food hub, so we buy from a lot of different kinds of farmers. And then I also work a farmer's market where all these foods converge upon me, and there's also other vendors who take all the foods and prepare them, so I'm able to get different salads and different things. So some things you could take from that would be, could be going to a farm or a food hub, could be going to different health stores, it could be going to the farmer's market.
There's farmers market in most cities every week.
Yeah, it could be, there's so just some ideas to get you started.
It's going to take some research.
It's going to take some research, it's going to take some strategy, but again, I think a lot of it is, even if you fail on eating 180 different kinds of foods, you're going to get healthy, and it's going to give you, part of turning your life around is having a new focus, right? So if like, I have a healthy lifestyle, but I'm drinking too much beer, right? Part of that is like, if you're on lockdown, you're on COVID, like you need a new direction, something to do, right? So part of the idea of the 180 diet is it's a new direction, right? It's like, I'm going to be food focused, right? I'm going to be food oriented. I'm going to spend more of my free time on food, sourcing it, researching it, preparing it, eating it. So I like the idea. I think it's awesome. And let us know, comment down below. Go follow Mike at 180 Diet.
It's going to be a fun journey.
Yeah, it can be a fun journey. Okay?
You're going to learn a lot.
You're going to learn a lot. You're going to have a YouTube channel too?
I think I'll end up having to make one, huh?
Well, I mean, we'll talk about that later. Start with Instagram.
Yeah.
Look for updates there. Okay. Peace.